In the sun-soaked city of Miami, where palm trees sway and life moves to a Latin rhythm, a nightmare once hid in the shadows. Between 1964 and 1970, a serial killer stalked the city's elderly residents, leaving a trail of fear, confusion, and tragedy. He became known simply as the Miami Strangler. The killer targeted women, many of them over 60 years old, living alone in apartments or houses. The method, chillingly personal. Most were strangled. Others were smothered or beaten. There was no forced entry, no stolen valuables. The attacker may have been someone the victims trusted or someone who moved like a ghost. Miami police scrambled to connect the cases. At least 9 women were confirmed as victims, but some experts believe there could be more. The killer left no fingerprints, no witnesses, and no pattern that investigators could use to track him down. The press dubbed him the Miami Strangler, but despite the nickname, not all of his victims were strangled. Some were bludgeoned. Some were found posed in disturbing ways, suggesting a twisted sexual motivation, though none were sexually assaulted. The case puzzled detectives for years. One suspect, Calvin Jones Jr., was investigated in connection with one of the murders, but there wasn't enough evidence to make an arrest. And in 1970, the killing stopped, just like that. Was the killer arrested for another crime? Did he die or move on to another city under a new identity? To this day, the Miami Strangler remains unidentified. The case is cold. But for the families of the victims, the pain remains raw. Names like Mary Gearing, Lula Strickland, and Annie Bess Carter are just a few etched into the city's darkest chapter. Their lives were ended in terror, and their killer was never brought to justice. Decades later, Miami saw a grim reminder of its past when another serial killer struck. Rory Enrique Conde, also known as the Tamiami Trail Strangler, murdered 6 women between 1994 and 1995. Unlike the original Strangler, Conde was caught, confessed, and sentenced to death. The Miami Strangler was never identified. His motives, methods, and identity remain a mystery, frozen in time. Will we ever know the truth? Or will his secrets remain buried in the history of Miami?